Hey everybody. I'm just having my first cuppa and I'm just going to clear with my coffee cup. It's a giraffe. I was told that might be something for someone, but clearing. So yeah, someone made a joke that I was going to clear with Cheez-Its. I'm not quite sure what Cheez-Its are, but it sounds kind of cheesy and awesome. So I'm going to clear with my coffee mug, and then I'm going to get back to really amazing natural pings of bells ringing eventually. But cheers. Okay. So the first thing we're going to dive into, though, is what are the divine masculines' triumphs right now regarding love, regarding the journey? What is it that the divine masculines are overcoming at this time towards love? Thank you, Divine Creator. What are the divine masculines understanding at this time that's bringing in union? Okay. So we get the Four of Pentacles. It came out on the side. This is a card of really hoarding energy. When it's in the upright, it's kind of scarcity mindset, lack mentality. It's clinging, it's fear-based. It's kind of the chaser energy in a way, energetically, not so much in the physical. It's kind of calm, cool, collected. Don't let weakness show in the physical. That's what I'm getting from it today. When it's in the upright, when it's in the reverse, there's this heart opening and a happy-go-lucky, throw caution to the wind kind of energy. On the side like this, it's a more neutral position, so it's kind of seeing, observing, being in that ability to see one's own actions and take accountability. So yeah, divine masculines are seeing where and when they have and can take action based on certain ways of perceiving what is safe, available, appropriate, all of that. Then we get the Son of Coins in the reverse. This is open-mindedness. This is coming in and being atypical, unconventional. So there have also been examples in the divine masculines' realities that have been contrary to their long-standing held beliefs. So not you, divine feminine, but I'm getting that something that the divine masculines were exposed to kind of knocked them off their rocker. They thought they knew how life worked and what was appropriate, and they saw something more liberal than you. They saw something more outlandish. They saw, I'm hearing specifically, they saw couples that were more wacky or more mismatched than they have been telling themselves you and they are. That's really interesting because I'm getting this sense of being in a crowd and divine masculine seeing two people that exaggerated the difference that they thought you and they had, just fully expressing the love for each other openly, broadly in public. That's what I'm being shown. It may not resonate for everyone, but that's the kind of stimulation that has caused the divine masculines to open their minds regarding what they assumed was an impasse in your connection. And then we also get anxiety in a neutral position. So it goes hand in hand. These are the thoughts we tell ourselves that are the deal breakers. This, I feel the love, but it cannot possibly be accessible. That is one of the times that we become so anxious on the journey, is when it seems the most contrary, but our heart is still insisting that this person is for us. So yeah, all in all here, we're seeing a major, I heard about face, turn of face, and divine masculines suddenly see that it was tomfoolery to think that whatever it was that was stopping them from coming towards you was actually a real thing in the scope of eternity. I just heard. So they've remembered what really matters on a spiritual, cosmic, eternal love sense. It's kind of getting Imagine John Lennon again, but they're reconciling what the rationale is in the traditional assumptions about relationship versus why should it be that way? What is the merit in it? Why is it not possible to have actual love in certain situations that society says are not beneficial? Okay, so let's see if we can get a clarifier for the divine masculines on that. Time to collaborate in the reverse, time for beginner's mind in the reverse, and now is a lucky time. So they know they could come forward to you. They know that they could see things in a new way, or tell you that they've started seeing things in a new way. And they know that it could be a lucky time. They can sense that if they did this, if they came forward to you with this fresh way to approach your connection, that it could kick off rapidly. You know, it could just snowball into more commitment than they might be ready to, I just heard. Okay, so let's get some advice for divine masculines that are afraid that if they open the gate to this, it's going to snowball at this time. What can we see for divine masculines concerned that this would move forward too quickly if they opened that can of worms right now? Okay, we got invention in the reverse, also precision, expansion, and dynamism. So holding back the explosive power here and wanting to expand with precision. They're wanting to innovate a new approach because they've never been here before. So on this journey, divine feminines, you know how highly energetic it is to continually let go and find the nuance, the reasons, the autonomy. It is no different on the masculine side of the spectrum to have to come forward with autonomy and non-attachment, right? There is this magnetism. It's a dynamic interaction. So divine feminines, continue letting go. I want to say for the record, letting go does not mean not contacting. When you are surrendered, the word choices, the way you approach, the way you communicate contains that inherently, and it's a different thing than chasing. Speaking first does not mean chasing. It's all about intention. So divine feminines needed to hear that, and divine masculines. Okay, so let's see what the challenges are for the divine masculines at this time. Not having come into union. 4 of Wands in the reverse. So divine masculines are challenged by not feeling like they've got it figured out. What can we see for a clarifier? Spirit has your back. So divine masculines, it's about becoming more and more spiritually aligned and not so much hung up on the 3D. Still, it's that message. Okay, let's get into a daily divine masculine check-in. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information for the amazing twins that join me here. What is it we can see for the collective becoming of love on the planet? What can we see at this time? Post Lionsgate, full moon. What can we see at this time for how the divine masculines are viewing divine love connection? I just heard energetic love connection. What are they feeling on the heart space? What are they wishing for the connection at this time? What actions are they taking? What's the biggest challenge? What is the spirit guided solution for that challenge? And where are the connections going in the near future? And I'm going to pull some cards to see what its purpose is, what each of these energies' purposes are. So, on the conscious mind, oh my God, union with divine feminine, Queen of Wands and 4 of Wands. So, conscious mind, it's all about, and I'm getting the physical contact here, the soul driven, physical body, skin to skin. I'm really feeling that they're consciously wanting to consummate, wanting to make love, wanting to be with you, wanting empowerment through this for both of you, wanting to find the best way forward regarding this with precision. Here it is. It's about precision. So many times we get that idea that our counterpart is our most precise mirror, our most incredible muse, our greatest inspiration in human lover form. And so that is not far from this apple tree. Precision, it is about this long process of mulling over the subtle energies, standing the test of time, seeing how the evolution plays out through all of it. Yeah, it's all about precision. It's a calibration. Machines are precise. And so as we incrementally learn on this journey, it becomes clearer, more efficient, more celebrated, more abundant. It bears and comes to flower. There's so many flowering images here. The lotus on the third eye, all these maybe cherry blossoms, dahlias on her crown, sunflower, so much flower energy. So yeah, it's blossoming. New thoughts are blossoming. We saw that in the beginning, that this new way of looking at things are emerging. And that's on the conscious mind. So what can we see on the heart space? Page of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. Wow, so this is really self-love, kindness. Is it kind? Is it necessary? Is it true? This is a deep, like, exponential look at their heart and your heart for truth, for appropriateness, correctness, righteousness, simplicity, essence. They're coming down to the fine line of this mirror. With both of you here as the Page of Coins, there is an impeccable stride for stride. What is that for? Magnetism. It's also in the reverse. That's an interesting thing to see. We sometimes hear that opposites attract. We also hear like energy attracts like energy. That is all up for contemplation. That seeming paradoxical way of looking at energy is all being considered. I want to get a card on that. What can we know about like energy attracting like energy, but opposites attracting as well? What can we see on that? Take time to tend to the small things and surrender now. So I'm just hearing that like energy attracts like energy. That is the baseline, and that the opposites attract, that's the catalyzing karmic path. So surrender to it and do what is needed, everyone. Beautiful. Okay, what is the manifestation, the desire, the will here? Queen of Swords and King of Coins. Queen of Swords is in the inverse. So divine masculines are really wanting to stand in their own commitment to their path and not so much anymore running it through what they think you would have to say of it, divine feminine. They have been putting you ahead of their own knowing in the priority scale. They've been worried that if they give, that you'll want more. They've been worried that everybody will take more from them than is necessary. They've worried that they can't give enough to match. That's not just that they feel like they'll be taken from, it's also that they don't feel capable of matching. So they're coming into their own and not having the fears of external expectations lording over them, no matter what way you look at that, and sensitivity. So they're realizing they've been giving away their power by making assumptions about what would happen if they went all in to anything. Because in karmic situations, there's always those sneaky, arrogant thoughts about why it's safe and why that person doesn't matter enough, why there's some superiority, inferiority. There's always that internal dialogue that's not necessarily judgmental at face value. Sorry, that the judgmental quality of it at face value isn't the deepest truth. That's more appropriate to say. Because those are still just emanations of the energetic compatibility or not. They're not actually criticisms of the individual thinking those things. Those are just the archetypes that bubble up from the murk when compatibility isn't there. We think thoughts originate from the everyone, that we're not in control of them. But if we learn to decipher what those subconscious emanating thoughts actually imply, we start to see the deeper truths, the original foundational programs that we're running on, and they make a lot more sense. So that was just an interesting wish manifestation layer here, that divine masculines are really wanting to get to the bottom of things with an increased sensitivity. They no longer want to be that guy, that judgmental, rude, arrogant, presumptuous, preserving of self, sure character. They want to be more open-minded. We've seen that theme quite a bit already in this reading. So they are becoming more sensitive, not making assumptions. Something my son always says is, when you assume, you make an ass of me and you. Anyways, okay, let's get on to the actions they are taking. The World and the Eight of Coins. They're doing the inner work so that they can reflect their outer world in a compatible way. Diligence, just hearing diligence, doing what is needed. So whatever they're doing in the world, there's a deep inner catharsis. This is amazing. I'm really getting that the divine masculines are being diligent in a way they've never fully aligned with before, that they are in a waking, walking meditation, that all things are becoming more connected, that whatever they're doing to busy their hands, their mind is also breaking through the barricades, the internal hurdles, all the while. Invention, yes. As they're doing that, they're getting epiphanies. As they're keeping their hands busy right now, they're getting epiphanies. And finding new ways to do things. They're learning that they are innovating because they are seeing how the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual worlds connect. Wow. What is the biggest challenge at this time? The Queen of Cups and the Eight of Wands, the psychic intuitive connection they feel with divine feminine and with all others. Actually, here we're getting that they are super psychic and telepathic with all right now, and that's a challenge because they don't like the inconvenient truths that they are finding, even with those that they thought had their back, we'll just say. But they are continuing to see divine feminine, how pure and perfect and exciting and alive you really are by comparison, because you don't have that junk clogging the pipes, the dynamic. There is so much energetic validation here for the divine feminine way. And dynamism here as well. So I'm actually going to read the book because I keep stumbling on that word. It means I would like to speak on it through the languaging of the book. Giving the wheel to the book, not me. Take the wheel, book. Okay. If you do what you truly love, you will unleash your creative dynamism. And the more creative you are, the more energy becomes available to you. Exactly. So they're seeing that you are a dynamo, divine feminine. And they're also seeing as they become more creative, they have these inventions, they're more sensitive, they're more masterful in the moment, they're channeling this creative interpretation, they are seeing the inner outer reflection, they're connecting the dots with mind, body, and soul. That is unlocking, and I was just drawn to the DNA helix on the third eye. That's unlocking gene code, that's unlocking DNA, that's unlocking the Akash. It's the time capsules in the DNA that are being unlocked because the frequency is rising, and that's what happens as we move up through the gates of consciousness. We create more aliveness. That is the self-fulfilling prophecy, the self-sustaining system, the perpetual motion machine. When we catch on to that aliveness, we unlock those gates, we come into the boundless, the infinite, the eternal, the abundance. Yes! So, what is the solution to this challenge of sorting energies, it all coming in so intensely and beautifully at once? Wow. Here's the 8 of coins for the second time. We've got all this infinite energy. 8 of coins, 8 of wands, 8 of coins again. So we saw this inner meditation the divine masculines are going through as they're keeping their hands busy. Here they are. So it flip-flops from the internalized motion, the hope that it will translate into the world, to the actual restructuring of the physical world. So divine masculines, stay the course. You are on the right track. You're doing it. This is the way. This intuitive, heart guided, unconditionally loving, forging path forward. You are doing it. You will start to see major 3D results, payoff, changes. ASAP, I just heard. Divine masculines, you're about to see the old world systems and collaborations and agreements and contracts crumble. You're about to free yourself from something, I just heard. And we're getting competence. Yes, you are proving your competence in a unified, aligned way, divine masculines. Your inner outer world is validating the amount of sincerity that you have been putting forward in your life. You are becoming competent. This is the process of competence. Where is the connection going in the near future? Oh, we got 2 more. 9 of Swords. We saw this as the anxiety that came out in the first part of the reading, and the Hanged Man. So divine masculines, divine feminines, Page of Swords. There's going to be something else that comes up that's going to have to be navigated, and you could sink into stalemate and more anxiety, or you can remember to keep an open mind and choose in real time to ask for the answer, to find the solution, to seek a way to solve whatever this cyclical thing is that might feel like it comes back around. So divine masculines, there could be something that you thought you were doing right that ends up being wrong, something like that. And divine feminines, you could have thought your divine counterpart was coming forward and then they may not. Those kinds of things. And I'm getting that if that happens, there was this kind of unforeseen roadblock that's going to be an energetic, not a test, but an opportunity for curiosity instead of disintegration. And what is this for? Style. This is hilarious because it's kind of like this becomes the new vibe, the new style, the new mode. Instead of sinking into woe is me, victim mentality, or the incapacitated freeze, we get this curiosity of what it could be instead. There's this new style, the free flow, the freestyle. The freestyle. Oh, and it's got an 8. The infinite style, the eternal, the aligned. Heck yeah. Beautiful. Okay, let's get one more card for each of the twins here. What can we see for the divine masculines? In their funky infinite style. Trust in divine detours, open to infinite possibilities, and time to let go. So divine masculines, there is something you're going to have to let go of. Your stick in the mud beliefs, the deal breakers. Trust in the detours that you've taken, the thought tangents, the relationships, the contracts, all of it. Just time to let go of whatever it was. Know when to cut your losses. Know when to walk away. Know when to fold them. Know when to hold them. I don't know, is that the song? Know when to run. Divine masculines. But have fun with it all. It's all good. It's all good. Those beliefs that have irked you, really take a look at. Are you trying to fit your heart into someone else's expectation? Don't do that. And divine feminines, what can we see? Be at home. Let it shine. So you do you. This is the infinite style. Do it. Know your worth. So this is in the reverse. Deeply know your worth. It's not about coming into this new infinite style for others to approve of you. It's you knowing that it's its own validation. Own your own understanding between you and your higher awareness, between you and source, that you get it. You got it going on. Co-create with spirit. Yes, exactly. It's a collaboration with you and spirit. We're really taking off. Airplane. Watch your words, divine feminine. Understand how you communicate, the word choices that you use. Are you speaking from that knowing? This is a game with you and yourself and spirit. It's not about if anyone else can catch it or the influence you'll have on anyone else if you change things up. This is you. Self-critique, where your languaging, your energy is at, and make your dreams real. There is always enough. So some of you are holding back because you think other people do it better, or there's too much competition. That can be in the twin connection, or that can be out in passion project world. Regardless, there's only one you, and you are the median energy for your life experience and what you're meant to be bringing to the world. So keep doing it with your own uniqueness, divine feminines. Just hearing for some, you needed to hear that. There are so many options out there. There are so many beautiful people, so many, looks good on paper or would look good in a photo together, but literally, divine feminines, energy doesn't lie, and not every pretty couple has a soul connection. Let's just say that. Okay, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.